Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
He's made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. The open man is Westbrook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Brought down back at the 31.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
27-yard.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Makes the score.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. No gain on the screen there at second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
Complete to
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Flush to his right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Jaguars.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
To number 17,
DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's got room. And the the return stops at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
At the 2-yard
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
short of the goal line.
You're looking at this now. You got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Gardner Minshew keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays. Don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And 1 at the 40.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tennessee Titans.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
On the carry.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Running from the gun with Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Tannehill on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Fights free at the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Keelan Cole now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
On 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. To the left side here for Eifert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a
now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's now 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again to Thompson on the screen. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Complete to Chris Thompson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. On 4th down, Minshew. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Jayon Brown. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Cole now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. There to bring him down, Avery Jones.
At the 43-yard
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Defense wins championships, baby.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Got some real estate inside the 30. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
44, Mike, 44. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Cross the screen.
From the red zone now, Tannehill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gostkowski, the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cole now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Gardner Minshew sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It's second down.
To try again after the sack. Minshew on the slant. This is Chark. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The open man is Westbrook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2 yards. Brings up
from the gun, Minshew to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check.
On second down now. It's Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
Jaguars 14.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cole now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flush to his right. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Minshew on target here to Chark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12. 1st down, Jaguars.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the Jaguar
throwing on first down is Minshew. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Eric Berry there defensively.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. This is out quickly to the right, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Back now in Nashville as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Westbrook now on the return. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The quick slant caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. His pass caught at the 4. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the sit.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 97 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Minshew, 1st and 10. The throw taken in by Cole. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15.
Makes the score Titans 36. Jaguars 21. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 83 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Cole now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
6-man.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee,